Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is my October favorites. I literally can't believe October's over. I can't believe there's only 2 more months in 2021. It feels like it was just Christmas time last year and now we're almost there again. That's insane. But regardless, these are some of the things that I was loving in the month of October. I have makeup, I have a mug, I have some lotions, a purse, I have some movies to talk about. I have a movie, a TV show. I have some things to talk about. I'm very excited. Before we hop into it though, I did of course film this look. I film every look you see on camera. It should already be up on my Instagram and TikTok by the time this video goes up. And let me just give you my jewelry details. My plugs today are from Love Kills Boutique, and I believe this choker is from Shop Sun & Co. You can use my affiliate code battybean to save 10%. All right, so without further ado, let's just hop in. I tend to be chatty in these videos, so I don't want to ramble too much in this intro. Let's get into the favorites. I guess let's start with makeup. That seems like a good place to start. I have a couple complexion products to talk about. I actually think every single one of the makeup products I'm going to talk about today I bought myself, except for one thing was sent in PR. It was a treat yourself kind of month. First is the Winona Forever blush stick from Colourpop. I'm wearing it as my blush right now. I've worn it as my blush the majority of this month. It is so beautiful and I'm so glad I bought this for myself. I love the blush stick formula and this color is just so pretty. It's kind of like a burnt, bricky, rosy color. Oh, it's so warm, so cozy, such a beautiful color. I also bought another blush. This is from Be Perfect Cosmetics. This is one of their scorched blushers. This is in the shade Melt. I've been wearing this a lot this month as well. It is so beautiful. I really want to pick up some more shades. It is just such a beautiful, baked, delicious, glowy formula. It looks so smooth and pretty on the cheeks. I am in love with this. This is my first time trying the brand and I'm really excited to try more. I did also try one of the baked highlights from them, but I've only worn it once so far, so I can't really consider it a favorite, but it is really pretty. I did, however, buy a Get Wet highlight from Be Perfect, and this one's amazing. I'm wearing it right now. It is just pure, wet, sparkly goodness. Very similar texture to the Fenty How Many Carat Diamond Bombs. It's kind of puttyish and creamy, and it's just pure wetness. I think there's 4 shades in this formula. I don't know if any of the other shades will work for my pale skin, but this is beautiful. It's just kind of sheer with little seafoam minty sparkles through it. It is so unique. I'm obsessed with this. It goes on so creamy, but it doesn't budge my makeup underneath. It just looks glistening and wet. I love it. Definitely one of my favorite highlights I've tried this year. Let's get into talking about lips. I have 3 lip products to talk about. First is, I guess we can talk about the one I'm wearing right now. This is the new Colourpop Fresh Kiss lip formula. This is supposed to be a similar vibe to their old Ultra Satin lips, and I do feel like it is. This is the shade Baby Doll. Again, I'm wearing it right now, but I will swatch it for you. It's very creamy, very satiny, opaque. It is beautiful, very comfortable. It doesn't dry down completely matte or anything. It does stay kind of creamy, but it's so comfortable. I love this. I will say though, I did try this formula in the shade Docs as well, and that one is awful. It's a really pretty dark brown, but it's so streaky. It's really hard to build up. Not my favorite thing. And I also did buy kind of like a darker pink shade of this, but I haven't worn it yet. But so far, Baby Doll is great. I have a feeling the lighter shades are probably good through that line. I also bought myself one of the Luxe Blur lipsticks. I actually bought 2 of them, and I do like the other shade as well, but this one in particular, Regulate, this is potentially one of my new favorite lipsticks in my whole collection. It's so pretty. I just love that warm neutral. It's so pretty. It makes my lips look really good. It has kind of a blurring effect, so your lips just look very just smooth and kind of blurred. I don't know how to explain it. It's not crazy drying matte where it shows like all your little cracks and crevices, but it's not crazy creamy liquidy either. I don't know how to describe it. Blurring is the best description. That's what it's called. It's the Blur lipstick. It's just very smooth and very pretty, and I've worn it a lot this month. I also want to chat about this gloss from Lunar Beauty. I did buy all 3 from the Moonspell Volume 2 collection, but this one in the shade Bitchcraft is so good. I've worn this gloss a few times now and I just really like it. It's a very kind of sheer rosy pinky color, but it's so shiny. I mean, you can see that level of shine. It's so reflective and there are little sparkles of purple and pink in it. It's so pretty and the gloss smells like cake. I love this gloss. I enjoy the other gloss and the liquid lipstick from the collection as well, but this one is my favorite. Before we get into eyeshadow palettes, I did want to shout out the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Eye Primer. From what I understand, I'm apparently the only person on the planet that likes this. That's what some of you have told me, that you've just not seen anybody say anything good about this except for me, but I love this. This is my current favorite eyeshadow primer of all time. I don't know why, it just is. It goes on clear just like the regular Hydra Grip Primer for your face, but it just goes on very smooth and it has a little bit of a tackiness, and I don't know. My shadows stick really nicely to it and they blend really nicely on top of it. I literally have zero complaints. I love this, it's so nice. Moving on to eyeshadow palettes, I've tried quite a lot of eyeshadow palettes over the last month, but I narrowed it down to my top 3. And I love them with my whole heart. My favorite of the bunch is the MOTD Cosmetics Surge palette. I am so happy I treated myself to this. It is just such a beautiful work of art. I've done a first impressions video, a 2 looks video, an Instagram video I think is coming soon. I don't know if that'll be up by the time this video goes up. And I actually did take this on my vacation at the beginning of October to Tennessee with Zane. I love this. I think the combination of the darks and the pastels and the neons is such a good combination. I love that it's all very color coordinated. The row of shimmers is really pretty, but the mattes truly just take it to another level. The blendability is so good. The level of pigmentation is amazing. I'm so happy I got this. I'm not the biggest on giant palettes like this, but this one is just so magical. I love this so much. The owner actually is sending me the original Blend Bunnies palette as well, so I'm really excited to try that one out when it comes. Next up, we're gonna chat about the Moonspell Volume 2 palette. This is another one I'm so happy I treated myself to it. I'm just happy to have the companion to the first one because it's just so aesthetically pleasing. It looks like a book. I love it. This one's very hard to show on camera because it's so reflective. I'm gonna try to find a good spot for it. There really isn't a good spot. But at this point, I have already done a first impressions video, a 2 looks video, and I incorporated this in my Instagram video today. The Instagram video features this one and the original paired together. So got some content out for you if you want to see something in action. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I think the mattes are really pretty. I mentioned in my 2 looks video, the bright red and the bright purple down here are a little bit of a drier formula, so you have to kind of build them up a little bit. But once you do that, for me personally, they do end up being very smooth. They're not patchy. They blend really nicely. I just kind of have to build it up a little bit first. The shimmers are all really pretty. We have a mixture of very sparkly, special shimmers, and then some that are more so just rich metallics rather than glitzy sparkly. I really like this as a whole. I think it's really pretty. I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm really glad I have it. And finally, the Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette. I'm so happy with this one so far. Technically, I have not yet played with this one as much as the other 2 palettes, but I've played with it a couple times now, and I'm having so much fun with it. I have already at this point uploaded my first impressions video, and I believe my 2 looks video is coming very soon after this, as well as my Instagram video. I just think this is so much fun. It's so beautiful. I've mentioned it before, but I'm still so sad that I missed out on the Book of Magic palette last year. So when this one came out, it was kind of like the grungy, darker, older sister to it. And I love it. It's very cool, very jewel toned, very rich, and I'm having a blast. So far, the mattes are all blending beautifully for me, and the shimmers look so special. Beauty Bay is easily becoming one of my favorite brands for eyeshadow, and I'm loving their color story so much. Okay, that's it for makeup. I want to chat about a couple lotions because I found a couple that smell oh so fall and delicious. I picked up the Hemp's Apple Cinnamon Shortbread. I've been using this every time I get out of the shower. I love it. It smells like what it sounds like. It just smells like apple-y baked goods. It's so nice. It sinks into my skin so beautifully. It makes me feel so soft and smell like autumn. I love this. And then I found just a small size of this one. I kind of wish I had the bigger size, but it's not the end of the world. But it's the pumpkin spice and vanilla chai. Ooh, it's so good. Ooh, it just smells like pumpkin and vanilla and all things good. I've been keeping this one in my purse, but I have been liking this when my hands are just feeling kind of dry. This one's been really lovely. I guess I can shout out my new purse. I picked up a new Love Paint and Stitches bag. Look how cute. Love Paint and Stitches bags do sell out pretty quick. If you want to pick one up, I recommend stalking their Instagram and being there when things launch. That's what I have to do. But they're so cool because they're double-sided. We have this really cool kind of weird smiley face, and then on this side is kind of like the evil face. It's so cool. This particular bag came with this awesome black and white strap and a regular black strap, and I just love it so much. It's so big and beautiful. It's my favorite purse so far. I wanted to shout out this mug. This was actually a subscriber gift, and I'm still so touched. This is my current favorite mug in my whole collection. It says Deadly Nightshade from Nightmare Before Christmas. It even has the little spoon from the movie with the holes in it, and then on the back it has Jack's face. I just think this is so cute and so special, so I just wanted to shout this out. I'm so appreciative of this gift. If you watch this, the one who sent this to me, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. I also want to shout out the Nightmare Before Christmas Squishmallows. My sister-in-law Malia helped me get all of them, and I'm so thrilled. I have 4 that I'll talk about, but I have all of them, and I love them all so much. First, we have Jack. This one I actually did find myself. I found this one at a random Hallmark, and I love him. He's so soft and squishy. Next, we have Zero. I'm pretty sure all of these that I'm about to talk about next, my sister-in-law found at a Kroger, which I don't have a Kroger, but she found them at a Kroger. Almost all the ones that she helped me find were at a Kroger. But yeah, Zero is so cute. He has his big floppy ears and his pumpkin nose. So cute. The Mayor was on the top of my list of ones that I wanted because he's so cute and he's double-sided. I love him so much. He has his little hat. He's so cute. And last, I wanted to talk about Oogie Boogie because he's also so cute. I also have the burlappy colored version of him, and I love them both so, so much. I also have Lock, Shock, and Barrel, who are so cute, and I did find myself a Sally at a random TJ Maxx, but everything else was at a Kroger, and I love them so much. They're so soft and squishy. I wish they were more accessible because people are crazy and they buy them up and then they resell them at super high prices, but I'm so thankful that I was able to get my little hands on all of them. Next up, I'm gonna insert a little picture here. I wanted to chat about this particular pumpkin spice iced coffee. I believe the brand is Khalifa Farms. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but it's right here. I find mine at Target, but I've seen them at other grocery stores as well. It's just such a good cold brew. It's so smooth and the pumpkin is so delicious. It's sweet, but not too sweet in my opinion. I just love it. It's so yum. I've gone through so many bottles of it, and I know I've talked about it on my Instagram story, but I don't think I've talked about it specifically here, so I did want to mention it here as well. Last, just a couple media things. I binged season 3 of You, which is so good. I love it. If you've not started that show, you have got to. It is amazing. I don't really want to talk about it too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but season 3 is so good. Run, don't walk, go watch the show now from beginning to end. It's amazing. And then we've seen a couple movies this month. I've mentioned before, but we have the Regal Movie Pass so we can see like all the movies if we wanted to. So we've seen quite a few this month, but Dear Evan Hansen, I really liked that movie. When I was actually in the theater seeing it, I was enjoying it, but in my mind I was like, you know, I don't know if this is a soundtrack that I'm gonna like start listening to or if I'm gonna revisit this one, but I have listened to that soundtrack quite a few times now. I love the songs, I love the story. It's such a sad story, but it's such a good story. I have heard though, if you've seen the like original like play version, that you won't like the movie, but I haven't seen the play and I did love the movie, so there's that. So yeah, I think I probably actually got through this quicker than I thought. I guess I just had all of my thoughts ready to go. I would love to hear what your favorites were for the month of October, whether it's makeup, skincare, food, activities, anything at all. Let me know what your favorites were for October. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me your current favorite spooky emoji since we're technically still in spooky season. And if you're not already, please hop over to my other socials. You can follow me there. You can join the battybean fam. I am battybean on everything. I post every day on Instagram and I'm pretty active on TikTok and Twitter as well. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I post most days over here as well. Thank you so much for watching and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.